Hi there, today I'm going to make an oversized door swag all for Easter with one of these giant flocked bunnies. I picked a blue one. I've got all kinds of mixed artificial flowers, some artificial carrots, all kinds of fun ribbon, some wire, and some pipe cleaners and my tools. So let's get ready to go. To make a swag with one of those really big bunnies, I've got to use a really big base. For this, I'm using a 3-foot long piece of styrofoam. And the first thing that we need to do is to make a holder on the back so that we can hang this. Because if you can't hang your swag on your door, well, that's what's the point? So I have a piece of 18 weight wrapped wire, and I am going to stick it right through about here, not all the way at the top. And if you get 18 weight wire, it will push all the way through for you. Now, if I keep pulling, this will cut all the way right through our styrofoam. So you need to put something in here, and I'm just going to use a little bit of a pipe cleaner, and I'm just going to weave it back and forth and put it right there. And then I can go ahead and pull my wire right on through, and that will keep it from cutting through the styrofoam. On the back, I'm going to have to do the same thing. I'm going to twist this really tight, and then I'm going to cut these a little shorter and make a loop so I can hang this on my hook on my front door. So there we have a good sturdy hook to hang our swag. So that's the mechanics out of the way. Now we're going to start with the biggest thing we have, and that would be this bunny. And I'm going to cut off his tag here. And I might have to replace his ribbon because I'm going to use wire to attach him to the styrofoam. I don't want him to fall off. Now these will not poke through our styrofoam, so I'm going to use one of those 18 weight paper covered wires again, and I'm going to feed it through the pipe cleaner. I tightened it too tight. So you want that like that. And then you can go ahead and attach him with that. You don't need something to protect the wire from pulling through because you have a giant bunny. So it is not going to pull through. You will need something on the back. So you just want to pull that back as much as you can. And same thing, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to cut a little bit of a pipe cleaner and put it in there before we tighten those green wires. And that will make sure that our bunny stays on. Now, up here, I've made sure the wires are turned in. Down here, you don't want these wires exposed on the back and scratching your door, although you can always finish a swag by gluing felt to the back of it. But I'm going to just push those down into the styrofoam so there's nothing to scratch it. And there we have the beginning of, and I know he's wiggling around, but don't worry, he's not going to wiggle around. We're going to put lots of stuff on here to keep him smooth and straight. Okay, I have stuck 4 white hydrangeas in, and I did them right around our bunny's body to start to help him not wiggle around up here. Now, some of the things I am going to attach, I'm going to use my pick machine. If you don't have one, you can use these wood wired sticks, and you attach these to whatever greenery you have or flowers you have that are not thick enough to go into the styrofoam, and then they will stick right in. Okay. I want to get the bottom of my swag with some greenery, and I think what I'm going to do is kind of cut off the end, just like that, kind of round it off a little. I don't want this to be too square. And now I'm going to take my greenery and stick it right into the styrofoam as far as it will go. And this will add my length to my swag. And then I'm going to go up a little higher with one, like so. And then I'm going to add one up towards the top. If you ever feel that anything is not sticking down in your foam good enough, you can always grab your hot glue gun after you've stuck it in and just add a little bit of glue to where you have poked that hole in there, and that will make sure it does not come out. Now I have some variegated greenery, and same thing, I'm going to add this right behind our bunny to help him stay secure. See, he's getting more and more secure. I'm going to add another piece of this greenery over on this side. Now I like that variegated greenery, so I'm going to take some of these bigger bushes and cut them apart and add some of the variegated greenery all around our swag. Okay, now we have all of our greenery added all the way around our swag. It's covering up most of my green, but now it's time to add the fun things. What do bunnies like to eat but cabbage? These are going to be kind of hard to get stuck into the styrofoam, but I'm going to add some cabbages. If you have something really thick like this one is, I just used a knife to kind of whittle it down to a point. But when I poke it in, I will also add glue gun. I will also add hot glue all around to make sure that it stays. And now I'm going to start adding some more of my flowers. Now, if you buy these really inexpensive, I'll link to them below, these inexpensive hydrangeas on Amazon, they come with the wire separate. Make sure you sit down and add some glue and stick those wires on, or they will not stay. I have a bunch of artificial daisies. I really like that they come with the greenery. I'm just sliding the greenery up the stem, and I'm going to start by adding these in. all of my daisies. I have some yellow daffodils to add, and then we're going to go on to ribbon. So I'm going to go ahead and get these added. I've tied a bow, and I am going to put that on a one-wired stick and start adding ribbons to our swag. Let me turn him back right side up the way we started here. With some addition of ribbon, my oversized flocked bunny swag is ready for Easter and ready to go hang on my door. So you followed along, you can make a giant swag for your front door just like I did. Just follow along the steps. I will do my best to list as many of the materials as I can down below. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you right here next time.